Hey guys, what's up? IrishEmerald here, coach of your Wexford Wailords, and welcome to our Week 19 build video for you guys today. Where this week we are going up against Sweet Banana Gaming, coach of the Orlando Solgaleo, and this is the crunch mode of the season. If we lose this, we're out of the playoffs for certain. For some reason, we're still in the hunt for playoffs because other teams in our conference are have lost the same amount of matches we have, which is bonkers to think about it. But if we win the next two, because there's so many teams sitting on 25 at the moment, we make playoffs somehow, some way, because the other, there's four of us running, going for the last two spots, and 3 out of 4 of us are on 3 and 5. So it's insane how close it is. It's absolutely madness. But basically, we have to win our next two if we want to be in it with a shot. So if we lose this week and next week, we're done. But it's going to be tough. Sweet Banana Gaming has got a very scary team, as you can see above me now. She's got Ambipom, Entei, Galvantula, Crocodile, Latios, Mienshao, Primarina, Registeel, Toxapex, Mega Venusaur, Xatu, and she's got access to the Steelium Z as well. Few big threats on her team. Scarf Latios is very, very scary. Very, very scary. If she has the Scarf Latios, that could definitely do a bit of work against my team. The first kind of version of the team, or edit of the team that I built, was really, really weak to that. I had no kind of real way to come back and check that. So that or counter it at the very least, revenge kill with it. So Scarf Latios is very, very scary. Also on her team, Mega Venusaur does an insane amount of work. For me now, she has to bring a bulky Mega Venusaur. But even then, it still does an awful lot of work. Mega Venusaur will suffer from force move syndrome, where it has 5 or 6 different moves that will work very well on my team or against me, but she has to only bring 4. So Mega Venusaur can do an awful lot of work. And other than that, she's got threats across the board. Primarina is a big special attacking threat. All that kind of fun stuff. But I think we have enough about our team to be able to beat hers. But it should be a very scary close matchup because she is no pushover indeed. First things first, we are bringing our Zeraora, Raphael. The Zeraora is coming. I was originally going with a bulk up set. I was originally going to have bulk up with some sort of different kind of shenanigans that was going to be help us to be able to defeat Mega Venusaur. But the big problem with it was that we didn't have a way to actually defeat a Choice Scarf Latios at that point. So I was like, I can't be running Choice. I can't be having a team that's really weak to Choice Scarf Latios, because that is a very common set. So I had to abandon the bulk up set for Zeraora, and we changed it to Choice Scarf because I have to be careful that we can at least beat the Latios. So that happened. That was a change that we made. The Choice Scarf works, as I was saying, is for the Latios, but Zeraora's moveset does wonders against Sweet Banana's team. Classifist nukes Primarina, nukes Toxapex, it's fantastic. Close combat nukes the Crocodile, which would be a really good answer for Zeraora, but not when it has CC, so that's really, really nice. We absolutely wrecked the Ambipom as well on top of that, which is really, really nice. We have knockoff to be able to revenge kill Latios with Choice Scarf. We can also do click knockoff against. Well, we have Plasmafist for against Xatu, but we have knockoff as a general middle ground play that can be able to do a good bit of chunk of damage to anybody. And last week we have acrobatic. So if Mega Venusaur happens to be running knockoff and comes in and knocks off my Choice Scarf, then all of a sudden I have a base 150 power move that is super effective against Mega Venusaur. Now, granted, it's not going to do the most of Mega Venusaur, but it will. If we lose our Choice Scarf after Latios is gone, it will at that point in the game become, we'll be able to get enough chip on Venusaur for us to potentially clean up later on. So that's our Zeraora set. Hopefully you can do a bit of work for us. I have enough speed to outspeed Ambipom, because Ambipom is the fastest Pokemon on our team. Then we have 252 Adamant Nature to give us the max attack, and the rest is put into HP for a bit more bulk. After that, we got Hitmontop, Beyblade or Hitmontop, Hold the Leftovers, Intimidate ability, Toxic, Earthquake, Mach Punch, Seismic Toss. I was originally running Rapid Spin here, but I decided to put on Scizor later down the line. I'll talk a bit more about Scizor's set, because I wanted another move on Hitmontop where it would not be as stally and as predictable as it would normally be. We have Toxic to stop Cell Sweepers, Earthquake to be able to hit the, I believe it was Entei, so we can actually kind of do a bit of damage against Entei and against Toxapex, which can come in on us. I'm running Mach Punch because I think the the priority can be very, very nice, particularly against Ambipom. We were originally running close combat, but the problem with close combat is that those defense drops, and that's not really nice for us to deal with. And then I'm running Seismic Toss because Seismic Toss can get a nice bit of chip damage on Mega Venusaur and on the Primarina. And actually getting the Seismic Toss damage on Primarina would be very, very good for us for later down the line when we're trying to deal with when Hoopa could potentially come in and kill it. Excuse me. So it's very, very nice to have that. We're running a max physical defense set, so we can deal with Ambipom, Crocodile, Mienshao, Registeel, those kind of ones. So that's the reason why we're running a max phys def set, and we do Entei very nicely too, which is really, really nice. So that's what we're doing with Hitmon top. Basic check with the with a plethora of moves to be able to kind of just get a bit of chip damage on Banana's team. So hopefully that can work out. After I'll bring Marid, our Hoop-On Bound, holding a Sawfest. This is kind of interesting now, but I will talk my way through it. This set is definitely something a bit more different and unique. Rocking out with Psychic, Dark Pulse, Focus Blast, and Energy Ball. 16 HP, 4 in defense, 252 in special attack with Modest Nature, 68 in speed F, and 124 in speed. This speed allows me to outspeed a Primarina that has enough EVs to outspeed a 0 speed invested Rotom because that would be like a nice kind of EV speed range that Primarina can hit to be able to potentially outspeed a Pokemon that be on my team. And we have enough speed EVs to outspeed a 0 speed Xatu. So if Xatu comes in as a bulky set, we have enough speed EVs to be able to outspeed that, because Xatu is actually faster than Hoop-On Bound, so that's the reason why we have 124 speed. We run a max special attack because I want to get as much damage as I possibly can with the Modest Nature, so that should be a bit of fun to use. I put 60 in speed def with the with the Assault Vest, so we can potentially live a few more hits from Mega Venusaur. I believe that's the correct amount. But the reason why we run the Assault Vest, right, and it is purely with Mega Venusaur, folks. It is so that we have a switch into Mega Venusaur, because across the board of my team, I have Pokemon that can kind of come in on Mega Venusaur, but I have no Pokemon that forces Mega Venusaur out. Do not have one Pokemon that can force Mega Venusaur out. So every time Mega Venusaur can kind of come in, even if it's a bulky set, a fully filled def bulky set or whatever it is, it will be able to 1v1 any Pokemon that can kind of come in and take a hit from it. Sylveon, Salamence, Mega Scizor, because it's probably going to carry Hidden Power Fire for sure. Hitmontop, like all my bulky Pokemon that can come in on Mega Venusaur, take a hit, just cannot force it out. So I'm left with having to kind of come up with something a little bit more unique, a little bit different, to be able to bring Hoop-On Bound in, to be able to take whatever hit that Mega Venusaur wants to launch at us, and then proceed to kind of force it out, because we're Hoop-On Bound, we're going to nuke you, So that's the reason why I'm rocking out with my Hoop-On Bound set here with the Assault Vest. We can kind of come in, force the Mega Venusaur, and see where we go from there. So that's the idea behind that. And once we get rid of Mega Venusaur and potentially maybe one or two other mons, that'd be very, very nice. Psychic, Dark Pulse is our main stabs to be able to kind of deal with her team. You can see she's got a couple of weaknesses to Psychic, a couple of weaknesses to Dark, which is very, very nice. Focus Blast for Registeel and Crocodile, and then we have Energy Ball to deal with Primarina and Crocodile as well. So we have a couple of moves here that can do an awful lot of work against a couple of mons there that could fancy switching in on us. So very, very nice to have here on this set. So hopefully Hoop-On Bound can do a bit of work for us. After we got Sylveon, Max Fizz Def, Hyper Voice, Wish, Heal Bell, and Protect. We were originally running Baton Pass over Heal Bell, but I hadn't taken it in the first draft of my team, but I hadn't taken into account Toxic Spikes from Toxapex, which can become an issue. So that was the reason why I said, no, screw this. I am bringing Heal Bell to kind of remove any poison damage that we might rank up against Banana's team. Hyper Voice with Sheer Stab, Wish, and then Wish Protect to be able to be a little bit more clerical around on our team. I'm running the Max Fizz Def here. I want the odd number HP and the 12 in special attack for the sole purpose of dealing with Side Shock from Latios. The Side Shock from Latios does loads to us if I don't run Max Fizz Def, so I have to run that. The problem that we do have to watch out for is that a steel Z Steel move right, from either Crook or Latios is a big threat, particularly if Latios is is like a physical set. Now it's a bit more niche on the Latios side, but Crook is the real thing. So that's a really big issue for us. We got to be very, very careful when dealing with that, and be careful that we don't fall victim to it. So we've got to be very careful with how we deal with if we see those mons coming as well. This mon helps us kind of deal with Gavanch a little bit. Although if it's Life Orb with Thunder, we got to be very careful about dealing with it. But we should be okay, I think. She can't respond Thunder when I have Zero Aura on my team. She's in a bit of a spot about her there. Right. Next up, we have Bloodwing Salamence. I was going to say Mega Salamence, but I wish. Hoenn Dragonium Z. Again, a little bit more of a different set here. I'm going to talk through you guys why. Hoenn rocking out with Dragon Claw, Earthquake, Roost, and Dragon Dance. We have 244 in HP, 156 in defense, and 108 in speed with Adamant Nature, because I want this thing to be a little bit more bulky this week. I have found that rocking with a run-of-the-mill Salamence has not quite been as good as I would have wanted it this season. At times it's been fantastic, but it's been a big threat. But I have found that the 1 week we actually bought a bit more of a bulkier set from Mence to kind of do a bit more work. It did the work it needed to do, and I feel like this week this is going to be able to do an awful lot of work for us. The main reason here is that I want another mon that can kind of come in once Hitmontop goes down, because Hitmontop is always going to go down. I find that can kind of come in and do an awful lot of work here against our team, and I feel like outside Primarina, who kind of come in on Salamence, but can't really after it gets hit a couple of times. We do an awful lot of work here. We do an awful lot of work with our Salamence, so that's really, really nice. We have Dragon Claw, Earthquake, Roost, and Dragon Dance. So the kind of idea here is that I don't want to be setting up an Ambipom, but if I can come in on, say, a Mienshao, because we absolutely wall we totally wall Mienshao here, whereas Hitmontop would take a big hit, but we totally want any Mienshao hit. But if I can kind of set up on a couple of mons here, by forcing the issue a little bit, by just clicking Dragon Dance, I become a crazy threat to her team. Despite not having any attack investment, I become an insane threat to her. So really happy with that. So I'm running in max bulk, so I've run enough bulk where I can live a non-choice banded Stone Edge from an Entei. So that was the reason why I have as much bulk as I have invested. Because Entei, even though it could have Sacred Fire, it can be set fodder for me if I'm careful enough to deal with it properly. And I can roost that against Entei if it goes for Stone Edge, because I outspeed after one D-Dance, which is nice, and I can wait until I get like another D-Dance in and then go for my Dragon Claw, or go for the Dragonian Dragon Claw, whatever, because I will start outgoing things at that point, even despite the burn if I do get burned. I have Dragon Claw, Earthquake. Earthquake is for Entei, and for the Primarina is another nice stab move to be able to deal with things. Also for Toxapex, also for Mega Venusaur, which is really, really nice. And I have enough speed here, so 108 speed is there for me to be outspeed Ambipom and Latios at +2. So if I get to +2, not just to outspeed regular Ambipom and Latios, but to outspeed Choice Scarf Latios and Choice Scarf Ambipom, because I wouldn't be surprised to see one of those Choice Scarf to be able to outspeed Zero Aura. So that's the reason why I've enough speed here to be outspeed those Pokemon regularly at +1 speed, but at +2 we're guaranteed to outspeed everything, which is really, really nice. So that's our Salamence set. Hopefully you can do the business for us. And last piece, I am bringing Crimson R Mega Scizor with Bullet Punch, Defog, U-Turn, and Roost. 252 HP, 164 in speed, 92 in speed F with the careful nature. I'm running a little bit of speed F investment here to deal with Hidden Power Fires, because for me on her team, Hidden Power Fire is a big threat against my Scizor. Now it's a big threat against Scizor regularly, but Galvantula, Latios, Mega Venusaur, or like Primarina potentially, all mons that can carry Hidden Power Fire and be a big threat, and I'm not a fan of that. So carrying a little bit more bulk here so we can live a couple of these Hidden Power Fires and U-turn about and get a bit of momentum. Rocking out Bullet Punch, of course, to be able to get a bit of priority. Defog for Hazard, so I was really running Swords Dance. And it was kind of nice when I was kind of looking at as a kind of something else to kind of break through Banana's team. But I really wanted another move on Beyblade that that would give me a little bit more pressure and wouldn't allow him on top to be stalled out by any of our, like, you know, poison types. So I wanted EQ on him on top, and we decided that we'll go with Defog on the Mega Scizor instead. U-turn to get momentum, and Roost to heal off the damage. We have enough speed here to outspeed, I believe, if I remember correctly, let me just double check, to outspeed the to outspeed no speed Rotomo and no speed Xatu. So we no speed to outspeed that, and then click U-turn and, you know, do big damage to Xatu and big damage to Premier, because that's where I'm expecting Premier to max out its speed. And we should be able to outspeed the Mega Venusaur as well. And rest is just put into HP so we can get the bulk. And hopefully you guys, that's going to work out. I know team building is a little bit longer this week. I kind of went through a lot more, I think, this week to try and flush out the team, and hopefully it will do the business for us against Banana. And hopefully I will not choke, because I feel like I've been choking a lot this season, and we can bounce back and get a W and see where it takes us after that. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here today, folks. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please click the like button down below for me. Make sure to check out Sweet Banana Gaming's channel, as well as all the other coaches' channels in the description down below, as well as the other UBL links down there too. And if you have any comments on the team or the video itself, let me know in the comment section down below. And if you want to see more Wexford Wailords UBL action coming away on this channel, or more content in general, please smash that subscribe button down below for me and click that bell icon. On that note, I'm going to be out of here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.